fine.
And we are back. So, we're starting the episode. We're not coming in the middle. Damn it! I got to cut all this now. Fuck! What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with our campaign, the Alien RPG. This is Echoes of Titans. I will fucking remember that at some point. All right, and I am your GM for the night, your game mother, Jumbo Thick. We have the majority of the crew here, and we've got some crazy shenanigans on the way. Let's do some brief introductions while I recollect myself. So let's start off with Andrea.
Dr. Sana Salvatore, resident medic, unarmored, no guns, carrying dangerous, gloopy black goo, and I'm running towards danger with another, I think, unarmed person.
Indeed, indeed. Slide on down to Jack fucking Dawson.
Yes, Jack Dawson, pilot. That's all he does. That's all he needs to do. Unarmed. I do have I have a shotgun actually.
Shotgun.
I was
Shotgun.
given a shotgun by one of the guards.
Okay, okay.
So I'm no longer unarmed.
Yep. Yeah, Jack Dawson's got a shotgun walking around, you know. And I wouldn't say you do nothing. You did some
No,
sneaky
I'm just a
things
pilot.
last
I'm like
time.
that guy in Galaxy Quest he's just there.
He's just there. Just
Guy.
always there.
His name's Guy. Yeah.
Name's Guy. All right. Let's slide on over to the Dan deck.
Hey everybody. Sanderson Sandy Sweet Talking Sweetman here. The marshal of the colony has a personal agenda to find out what all these corporations, they ain't got nobody's best interests in mind, but their own. But right now, we're in the thick of it with Corporal Graves, and apparently we're under threat of firing squad at the moment.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Yeah, no big deal. It's fine.
No big deal at all.
I love you, Sam.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Jumbo Smooth.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jumbo Smooth. I'm a Colonial Marine. Yeah, we're surrounded by nefarious guards and such. So yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Hopefully it does indeed. Which will bring us into last we left off. The crew has found themselves on Borealis Station. Turned out to be a penal work camp of some kind on the behalf of Apex. We didn't get the full background on Borealis because we kind of got straight into the horrible things that are happening right now. One of them being there appears to be some kind of contagion that people have been contracting, having to do with what has been referred to as resin, some kind of black byproduct of whatever they're mining currently, and it is doing something to them. But in correlation with that, there has been a prison riot in one of the cell blocks, cell block C, the most violent and dangerous of the 3 cell blocks. Currently having a riot with one Velik, the kind of head honcho prisoner leader, cult phenomena, currently taking over the cell block and making his presence known. While Warden Kresnik and the remaining staff are trying to hold things together, you were brought into the warden's office and kind of given a kind of breakdown on everything that's going on and how you could help if you chose to. As you were essentially sent here to just deliver supplies, maybe pitch in a hand and then leave, but unfortunately, your ride was damaged on the way over, and Jack Dawson has been looking for parts and a way to fix that, ultimately coming up with the conclusion that you're going to have to find the parts. And the parts were suspected to possibly be in the original supplies that are missing, gone. have no idea where they went. When you split off, Dr. Salvatore went to the infirmary where she had a harrowing encounter with a guard and a prisoner, ultimately resulting in the death of the guard after removing some kind of black, almost tendril / clot from the man's artery in his throat, pulled it out, and unfortunately he died in the process. But she did recover a living specimen of whatever this resin contaminant is, and it does appear to be completely alive outside of this man's body, which should probably be concerning. After consulting Dr. Patel, they reconvened elsewhere, while Jack moseyed around outside, getting the skinny on a few things going on, made friends with a prisoner. And as he was entering into the command station, that's when we had Graves and our Marshal Sweetman working closely with the warden during a very tight negotiation with the leader of the prisoners in Cell Block C and herself. As she was negotiating with him, you used the opportunity to sneak in to Cell Block C through the maintenance kind of duct, if we'll call it that, beneath the subfloor. The runoff from all of everything that happens in that cell block, all the gross things and not so gross things. But you trudged your way through that, sneaking in, very stealthily, I might add. Graves murdered several people on the way in, like he does. But you were able to rescue 3 trapped guards that had barricaded themselves inside of the guard shack, essentially, the guard station within the cell block itself. They'd been here for days and were on their last legs. When you entered, you were about to witness the last moments of one of the guards, in fact, as the guard known as Reyes, the kind of older woman, was dying and was beginning to spout weird jargle-like speech and snippets of strange things out of her mouth. But Sweetman patched her up using some not so contaminated bandages to do so.
Did he though?
But with her being patched up, you were able to get her up, and you moved as fast as you could, taking these kind of downtrodden, just exhausted guards out the way you came in through the grate. Unfortunately, you ran into a bit of a snag as the prisoners were alerted to your presence. One of them had a makeshift flamethrower. Sweetman put him down, as well as, I believe, Graves. I believe you just spray and prayed a lot of them as well, just kind of opened fire, full auto, into the crowd. In addition to that, as you were unloading the guards into the shaft, you were confronted by one of Grelick's lieutenants, a large man with a Russian accent, and he essentially offered to keep the prisoners away while you left if you would fight him. And Graves obliged in hand-to-hand combat and beat his ass despite his significant size. Graves took him apart, left him on the ground, and he was a man of his word and kept the rest of the prisoners at bay while you made your firm escape. However, after escaping through, re-welding the grate behind you, and making your way up outside of Cell Block C, that is when Victor Hale, whom Jack Dawson had overheard a very heated conversation with Dr. Okoye with earlier, appears that he has been gathering, let's just call them susceptible guards to his cause, as he has made it very well known that Director Hale is the man in charge, not the warden, And he is going after what he believes is his by right, by any means necessary. And at this point, his plan, or what was his plan, was to just charge through the cell block, murdering anybody in his path on his way to gathering the supplies that he's so desperate to get a hold of. Unfortunately, you and the warden were there right outside the cell block when this standoff happened. Sweetman was trying to defuse the situation. The good marshal, being the man of words that he is, was trying to simmer this down as best he could. Unfortunately, it appears that Director Hale is one might call manic at the moment, and his last words were, "Kill him." And I would pick up with you guys, but I need to pick up with a few other people before. It would be Dr. Salvatore and Jack Dawson.
You rat.
As they were making their way from the crew quarters past the infirmary. You would still be in the crew quarters on your way back towards the command center, because that's the last place that you saw Drake and Sweetman. That was the direction you were moving in. As you're moving in that direction, you hear a door open up behind you, and things begin to like clatter against the ground. You look back, and you see stumbling quickly and like gathering things, pads of paper and like files kind of spilling on the floor as he quickly gathers them up. The slender, like patchwork coat of Dr. Okoye, and his kind of shifting eyes as they're moving back and forth as he's gathering shit, and he is moving away from you guys in the opposite direction. You actually don't meet eyes. You kind of turn around and see his back, but you recognize him from your previous meeting. And he's kind of talking to himself as he leaves.
What is he saying to himself? Can we hear any of it?
You can hear, without making an observation check, what you do hear is you hear, "Quick, I need to do this quick, fast, it's moving too fast." And he's running, he's beginning to pick up speed running, trying to keep like data tabs and stuff like clutched to his person.
Yes. Making a 180.
Are you guys turning around?
Running after this guy. I mean, I don't know what's going on with them, but I do know this guy is sus. And I don't know what he's up to, but I know he can't be trusted. So, not knowing they are in danger, I would probably turn back around.
All right. Dawson, are you following along with Dr. Salvatore on this?
Yeah, there's a deep sigh, and then he follows the doctor.
Doctor. All right.
Run after Okoye.
Stop. All right. Dr. Salvatore and Dawson are heading back, trying to chase down Dr. Okoye. He's moving quickly. You guys begin to sprint after him, which will then split us back to our other crew, because this is going to segue great into it. So I've got Sweetman and Graves here. As this happens, Sweetman, you in particular, as you were kind of like trying to calm everyone down, what you witness is Victor Hale saying, he calls out and says, "Kill them." And you see this shocked expression on many of the guards that are with him, even. They have their guns raised, and it looks like the guards on the other side next to you guys, as well as the warden, looked stunned for a moment. And then I need to make a roll real quick.
Oh boy.
And then one of the guards pulls the trigger. Boom! Shotgun blast. takes the warden across the chest, and she's flung back against the wall with a thud, smack, and then rolls onto her side, blood smattered against the wall, and she's laying on the ground, not moving, as this opens up into a full-fledged firefight. I'm gonna need the both of you to roll me some initiative.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness, indeed.
Why are you like this, Anthony?
I don't know.
That's a 6.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Like I just am. And gosh, if we don't love you. I got a 6.
Okay, 6 for
Not terrible, but
the Sweetman. So good for your allies.
I got a 4.
oh, even better.
So Sweetman with a 6. And then
Do we all get a story point back?
You do, yeah. New session, new story point. However, I do need a certain somebody with a robotic arm to roll me a d6.
Oh, damn, Graves.
Is there a way to roll just a d6 on this?
Yeah, so
I have no
you
idea.
click open the door and you just push base. 'Cause
Okay.
it should say, and then you click roll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and that's how you add in extra dice.
Roll the 1.
Rolled a 1.
Interesting.
Guess what, Graves?
What?
That's not good.
Oh no, of course it's not. I feel like that's probably arbitrary. I feel like
It's
even
not
if it was
arbitrary.
a 6, you would
this
say it
is-
was-
Well, it's the star. It's the star dice on here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's a 1. Okay.
So, let me pull this up real quick.
Oh no, the star is a 6. That's your.
Oh.
That's like your critical. Yeah.
Oh, because it was green. It could. It just
yeah,
has
green
a cross
means
on
yeah,
it.
green's yeah. So 6 is a critical,
Oh, okay.
or it'll be the star, and all the others will have a number, and then
Okay.
your stress dice have face huggers on them.
Okay.
when you
Well, then I rolled a 6.
You're fine.
Okay.
There's a twitch in your shoulder, Graves, for a moment, and you feel like your right hand go numb, even though you can't go numb because you can't normally feel it. But whatever software reconnects, and your arm doesn't become incapacitated for the session. So that's a good thing. All right, let's keep moving forward. With initiative set right now, to set the scene, you've got a full-on standoff at short range. Things are going to get crazy real fast. All the guards are wearing Kevlar armor, standard Kevlar armor. They have an assortment of shotguns, stun batons. Some of them have riot shields. And then who knows what else they might have on their person. But for now, you guys know what you have, and you know what's going on. So, first in initiative, unfortunately, are the enemy guards. And we are going to roll for some attacks. All right, so both of you get an automatic point of stress as Hale points a finger towards the two of you. Says, "Fucking kill them first!" And he's ordered a execution order on the both of you.
Ah, Jesus.
Stress goes up by 1. Then, Sweetman, one of the guards pulls a pistol, and he's going to try to shoot you. All right. It is a hit. Goes through. I need you to roll for armor, Sweetman.
So that'll be my armor score plus all my stress.
No,
Or just
you
my
don't roll.
armor
You
score?
don't roll stress. Just armor for this. See if you block anything.
I got a 0.
2 points of damage, Sweetman, as a bullet
Ouch.
it hits you below your Kevlar. You feel it go through. Not lethal, but enough that you kind of like takes you back. You stumble back for a moment.
Hard
And
enough.
And then for Graves, we have. Well, no, this is for both of you. The 4 other men next to him. This is a large group. There's about 10 to 12 guards on each side, just rapidly shooting at each other. As Hale directs them towards you, they lay down a burst. One of them has one of those shitty pulse rifles and just full autos it in your direction, laying down suppressing fire. I need both of you to make me panic rolls. So just roll for panic, and let's see if you freak out or not.
Keeping it together.
You're keeping it together?
Mm-hmm.
How is Corporal Graves doing?
It says I'm keeping it together as well.
Keeping it together.
Heck yeah.
Both keeping it together. You both don't lose your shit in the face of adversary. All right. That is going to be it for their turns. Yeah, Hale's kind of done what he's going to do for now. So, first up in initiative for you guys is Drake.
And they're all within short range.
Everybody's within short range. You have allies next to you who are getting shot at. This is a full-on firefight, close range.
What does the stun grenade do again?
If it goes off, everybody within short range has to make a stamina roll or be stunned.
And what's the stun condition do?
Stun, you lose your slow action. So you can stumble around, but you lose your slow action for the next round. Well, you lose your slow action until you complete a stamina roll.
Okay. I think I'm going to use a quick action to move.
Where are you going to go? Are you so do you want to take cover behind a person, like one of those armored guards, or do you want to like try to duck behind some machinery or like a pallet left out?
Some sort of hardened cover.
Something hard?
Yeah, if possible.
Let's see how lucky you are.
Yeah.
Roll me d6. On a we'll do like a coin toss. On a 4-up, you make it to the corner of like a hall. Or no, we'll say you make it to like a closet where you can like hide behind the door. On a 3 down, you'll just get behind like some basic stuff.
I rolled 2.
Okay. Well, you do manage to scramble behind like some scattered like gear and things that were set out by the cell block door. It gives you an additional 2 points of armor.
Okay.
While you're behind it.
And I'd like to toss that grenade. That stun grenade.
Oh shit. Well, you still have to take it off of you to ready it.
Oh, okay. That's a quick action.
Now you can use your slow action as a quick action to ready it.
Okay. Ooh, that changes things maybe. Did I have any guns out?
No, because you guys had just climbed out of the maintenance tunnel, so you wouldn't have had anything ready.
Okay.
I would probably give you like your blowtorch, like your cutting torch. You might have that in your hand.
Okay. Well, then yeah, I'll get behind cover and then quick action or slow action, ready the grenade.
Yeah. You look down and you find these one of the stun grenades that you had and kind of like pull it loose. Yeah. Okay. That brings us to your allies, who 2 of them are running over to Warden Kresnik. Run over to her and they begin to shake her and like, fuck. And one of the people, then there's just shooting back and forth, and one of them screams, "Drag her off to the side!" as they begin to try to drag her away. While they're doing that, let's see what your guys can lay down. They also return suppressing fire. As one of them grabs one of those shitty pulse rifles that was kind of laying down next to them and just begins to unload in their direction, which does spark panic rolls from some of the other guards. So I'm going to roll for that real quick. All right, one of them does begin to lose it a little bit, and he begins to back up away from everybody else, and it looks like he's not fighting anymore. He's kind of like shocked out of what's going on, and he begins to step away. And that's it for their turn. Sweetman, you're next in the initiative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do, Sweetman? You're standing out in the open right now.
Mm-hmm. Sweetman.
You took a round already.
I did. That's Sandy Sweetman, having seen Graves take cover and knowing he's got his grenade ready, I'm just going to lob mine into the crowd of the oppressors and take my chances on surviving.
All right, so that's a fast action to pull it, slow action to just to basically, and so the grenades aren't like our grenades. They don't have like pins. They have like buttons. Right. So you like flip the little protector off of it, press the button, and just lob it.
Chuck it into the crowd.
While they're unloading on you the whole time, there's bullets flying all over the place. Sandy throws the grenade. Okay.
Yep.
It falls down. The guard it kind of falls down next to them. Hale sees it roll by him, and you watch as he is going to use one of his abilities to grab the nearest guard and kind of like pull him in front of him and like throw him towards the grenade. Just unsuspectingly, as he falls on top of it, it detonates. I know. He has some interesting talents. I know. However, they will have to make stamina rolls. As will you, Sandy. Hale is going to get some bonuses for that.
But I'm a stoic, so I'm going to use my wits.
Go ahead and give me a stamina roll.
Oh, that's 3 successes.
Believe it or not, the guards actually keep it together this time for now. Some of them do. You got about 3 of them. 3 of them look fucked up. One of them being the guy that was kind of tossed on the grenade itself. He's just kind of laying there, just like, he kind of like rolls over and he's just not moving. Hale succeeds with 1 success. How does Graves do?
He had cover.
Right, I didn't roll.
You have
let's
cover.
see.
I'll give you 2 dice to this roll just because you're in cover.
Oh, okay. Stamina, you said? Stamina roll?
You won't get the full brunt.
Let's see how I do this one. Alright, okay.
The phone has his head on a fishbowl. It's all
What?
yeah, it's like...
That's great. I was just thinking, it's like this angle for his phone and his face is really strange.
It's so good.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
No panics. Or no stresses.
Graves is keeping it together. All right. Despite the like ringing in all your ears, and all of you are temporarily deafened as this goes off. If you weren't already from the gunfire, shotgun blasts back and forth, automatic weapons fire, pistols. This has become a shooting gallery. All bets are off. All right. There's bullets flying everywhere. Nobody's completely broken yet, so we'll see how this goes. I need to roll for the cards on your side. Not so good. Not so good, Sandy. A few of your friendly guards are kind of like shooken, and they're kind of like taking a knee, trying to recollect themselves. But there is that. That's the end of the round.
Stun grenade?
Yep. At the end of the round, we have... Okay. I need to roll this real quick to see. All right, we're good so far. Top of the round. The enemy guards. Hale, after seeing what just happened and watching a few of the guards kind of looking disheartened, begins to fuck, and he takes off and runs down the corridor you guys came from initially inside. He's running down the hall, down the command, and back into the command center, fleeing the scene, as it were. While his cronies that do not know that he has left, well, they will if I roll a certain one. All right, Sandy, you're standing out in the open. One of the guards levels his shotgun at you and opens up. Whoa! Only some armor. You do get to double it because this is a shotgun blast. So you can roll it twice if for some reason you don't get anything. I think you might be muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, no successes out of 8 dice.
Well,
Yeah.
Sandy, you take 3 wounds to the chest.
Well, no, I don't, because I only have 2, so now whatever that means.
Yup. Now we get to roll a critical injury, Sweetman.
Been down this road before.
All right. So you can
I don't like it at all.
You can roll. I'll let you roll. And then I've rolled. And then I'll let you pick which one you want. I'm not going to tell you what I rolled, though.
What do you just roll it? What do you want me to roll?
Roll, it's a D66. So you can just roll 2D6. Like, one's the 10s, one's the 1s.
Oh, let me fix this. 2d6. That is a 46.
46. So do you want to keep a 46 or do you want to go with mine?
Oh, Sandy's fate's in his own hands. I'm gonna take my 46.
The blast takes you underneath the Kevlar, and your gut is ripped open, and your intestines are ruptured.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm with
You immediately, Sandy hits the ground, and he falls back, clutching at his gut, drops everything, and he is laying on the ground, not doing well, as you look over Graves and see this happen. As you look over Graves, let me see. There's more suppressing fire laid down towards Graves. You have to make me another panic roll, Graves. Since you saw Sweetman get annihilated, your stress goes up by 1. Sweetman, your stress also goes up by 1 from getting shot in the gut. Just so you know.
You think?
Yep, I would hope so. You're just like, fuck. You're not dead, but man, is this bad. This is not good.
Keep it together.
All right, Graves is keeping it together, but you're currently pinned, Graves. And it's going to be your turn now, Graves.
All right. How many? Can I tell how many people got stunned with the grenade?
You kind of
used.
You kind of peek out. It looks like about 3 of the guards, the enemy guards, were stunned, and about 6 of your own are kind of like stumbling around, not quite themselves.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and change plans. I'm gonna quick action, swap my gun to my gun.
Okay. Which gun?
The pulse.
All right. The cheap pulse rifle.
Cheap pulse rifle. And then I'm gonna full auto into I guess people who look unstunned, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, probably the ones that are laying down suppressive fire at you.
Yeah.
Okay. This roll, because you're being suppressed, will be at -2.
me see here. Done.
Yes! But you full auto, you get a +2, so it'll
Yeah.
end up just being a wash on that. And short range is no boost, I don't think. Yeah, short range is just blank.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is it stats the same for the
Or
pulse, the strange?
yeah, everything's the same except for it doesn't have armor piercing ammo.
Okay. So put that real quick. There we go. Oops. And you said -2?
Yeah, -2. But with full auto, it's a +2, so it's a wash. Just roll your normal whatever you normally.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, damn. I got a face hugger.
That's nice. I like that.
That's not good.
Not good.
Okay. Did you get any successes?
I got one success, yeah.
If you're in,
Okay.
if it's in the green, then you get the, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll panic. If you keep it together, the shot's still going to go through. You're just going to unload.
Keeping it together.
Okay. So unfortunately, you can't like spray it, but you do. I believe the pulse rifle is 2 damage.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yes, 2 damage. You and you just hold the trigger down, and either just the high peak adrenaline of this moment, watching Sandy get shot, and just knowing the current predicament you're in, you hold the trigger a little too long and you empty the clip. But you do shoot into one of the guards. They have armor. Doesn't soak up any of it. Two damage. Bop, bop, bop. Hits the guy in the shoulder. He reflexes back. The suppressing fire that was on you is like pulled away as the guy somewhat stunned as he takes some damage and moves backwards. And that's going to be it for your turn. It brings me to your ally guards. They're like, you hear one of them, fall back, fall fucking back. One of them's gonna move over to the marshal, grab him by his top of his Kevlar and begin dragging him down the hall, in the same direction they drag the warden. So you're getting dragged, Sweetman, hopefully to safety. There's a bloody smear as they drag you. They're trying to drag you away. They are only going to get one action because they're devoting all this to escaping at this point. And matter of fact, it's the guy that's dragging you, Sweetman. One of the other guards tries to roll up on him with a stun baton, and he pulls a pistol. And you're kind of seeing this like stunned right now, trying to hold your guts in. But as you look up, you lock it, and you're kind of like seeing this happen from like this weird upside down perspective on the ground as you watch as the man closes on him, and he pulls the pistol and puts it under his chin and just boom! Watch the top of his head just blow out. And
Oh, Jesus.
One of the guards just falls back dead, and they're shocking this man's eyes. His hands are trembling as there's smoke and blood just cascades around you. And he's starting to freak out a little bit. He's like,
He didn't expect that to happen, huh?
all right. Sweetman, you can do nothing because you are mortally wounded unless you have a way of healing yourself, which I don't think you have, like a healer's kit or
nope.
anything on you.
No, I don't
While
think
you're
so.
while you're at 0, you can't do anything but like crawl until you recover wounds. So you're kind of at the mercy of whatever's happening to you right now. But you can talk or something, or you can barely talk is what it says.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
But
there's
if
not
you'd
much
like
to
to say
say.
something or anything like that, you're more than welcome to.
He just, he's he's sad he's not going to get to see Sam.
All right. Just thinking about it, you're like, oh shit, this could be it.
This could be it.
Bullets flying everywhere. One of the... Oh, I get to roll for that next. Yep. So... That's not good. That's real bad, actually. There's more fire opening up. And you hear... You hear... arcing noises, Graves, from behind you, like electricity, like zzz, zzz, zzz. And you kind of look back and you see that the control panel to cell block C has been shot to shit. You look back and you watch as the doors are beginning to slowly opening up.
That's not good, man.
So that's where we're at right now.
Oh, God.
That's where we're at right now. Okay. Enemy guards. So at this point, the enemy guards, they're starting to freak out. Like, oh shit! Oh shit! Stop! Stop! As you guys see the first prisoner begin to slowly approach the opening doors from the other side. Stay back! Stay back! They're kind of waving away. At this point, the other guards that were out, the shootout that was happening has kind of been put on hold as a new threat is emerging. And actions are going to be having to be taken very quickly, depending on how this goes. Yeah, they actually take a knee and they just begin to just shoot wildly into the opening doors. And there's just bullets flying everywhere in that direction now. Graves, what would you like to do?
I'm going to run
Where are you going to go?
towards Sweetman.
Okay, moving towards Sweetman.
Um,
Quick action, kind of like scrambling underneath the fire. Move over to where the marshal's being drug off.
I'm gonna grab him.
Okay, you help grab him. There's the guy that was dragging him is kind of like shell shock right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just kind of push him off him and grab Sweetman, and I'm going to get as far away as I can.
Okay.
With Sweetman.
You grab a hold of him and you're just dragging him now as best you can. As the other guy, as he stumbles off you, he kind of realizes he's like, he has his pistol, and as he turns, you watch as you see like a flash of like orange as a man in an orange jumpsuit runs in your direction and pounces on him. And just begins stabbing him in the throat with like a shiv, just over and over and over again. As the man's just like, just getting stabbed repeatedly. As you're beginning to drag him off, and as you look back, Graves, you see that there are just first 2, 3, 4, 10, 15 people are just pouring out of the opening cell block now in droves. So we're going to stop the normal encounter at this point, and you guys are going to move into an escape scenario. So, it's going to be all on Graves, because Sweetman is incapacitated. All right. This is essentially a skill challenge, Graves. If you fail at any point, we'll be entering into combat with a group of prisoners, and we'll see how this goes. So... First escape scenario, I need you to give me a mobility roll. Well, actually, no. It's a stamina roll, the first one, because you're dragging Sweetman.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't forget it. Stamina. Oh, I see. I see. Well, I got another face hugger. You know, I got 2 successes, but a face
Two
hugger.
successes.
Yeah.
Let's roll a panic roll. Let's see if you keep it together.
Okay. I'm keeping it together.
You are?
I rolled a 3 plus a 3 because of my stuff. But
So
yeah.
you're barely keeping it together.
Yeah.
I will say your stress is going to go up by 1. So you get 1 + 1 stress, but you're powering through, dragging Sweetman, and he's trying to you watch. There's just a bloody trail wherever you're dragging him, and you're going as quickly as you can. As you look back, you see the other guards have drug Warden Kresnik into looks like an office or something of some kind, and they're currently like motioning you to get inside with them.
I guess if it's the quickest, or it looks like the safest, secure place. Yeah.
It's up to you, Graves. Wherever you want to drag this man, you're more than welcome. I
Do
will
I know?
say, at this point, if you, well, fuck, he's not. I would say you could just throw him over your shoulder and make a run for it, but with his gut wound, and you not having any bandages or anything like that, like it could go poorly. So you need to cauterize him real quick. We can roll for it.
Machinery roll
for it if you want to.
Machinery roll?
Oh, hell no, it ain't to be no machinery roll. It's going to be first aid roll.
Well, that's not good. Yeah. Well, I could do that. Well, let us. If they are going to the this like room, do I know where the medical wing was? Like where?
The medical wing was in the direction that was in the opposite direction. It would have been in the direction that Hale ran towards.
Damn. Okay.
So you're actually going towards the other cell blocks. You're going towards cell block B and A.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna bring him in there then with them. Okay. Drag him in there.
All right. You grab a hold. You see there's only 2 guards, and a third that has kind of like Overwatch with like a shotgun. Like, get in. You drag Sweetman inside, and this is a decently sized office space of some kind. Looks almost, it's actually like a break room. Like it's got a little small kitchenette in it. Probably you're not exactly sure what the complete use of it is. There might be some supplies in there. Who knows? But you drag Sweetman inside. They quickly hit the panel on the door, and it closes. And you watch as one of them is fiddling with it. He's like, fuck. Just engage the manual. The guy runs over, and there's a red lever at the top of the door that he just like pulls, and it engages a heavy bolt. Clicks into place. And you've made it out of trouble almost. Now, you get to make me a mobility roll.
Now I'm mobility roll. Okay.
As you're hearing the hooping and hollering of freed convicts, doing what they will, now free of their cell block.
Here we go. I didn't roll any face huggers, but I rolled 4 successes.
Okay. With 4 successes, you tell everybody, shh, and you begin to quiet them down. As you do, you hear the stomping of feet and people moving nearby. You hear the grinding of metal on metal. Is something is being dragged down the wall next to you. You hear it scratching as just a large fire axe, probably liberated from one of the hallways, is just dragged across the door. There's fresh blood that just kind of smears across the window nearby as a prisoner walks by, cackling madly. And everyone stays quiet as humanly possible. And that's it for you. So, I'm assuming, so it's going to take time, and without some kind of medical treatment, Sweetman is incapacitated. If Sweetman does not get medical aid within the next 6 to 8 hours, we will be making death rolls for Sanders and Sweetman.
6 to 8 hours. So I got some time. If
Got
I
a
want to,
little bit
though,
of time.
I can use the cutting torch.
You're not. I will say this: it's going to be a first aid roll or a medical aid roll. If you fail this, like, he's just gonna die.
6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours to get some kind of medical treatment.
Okay.
Okay. As Graves, you trying to figure out what the hell you're gonna do. That gets us over to Jack Dawson and Dr. Salvatore. The two of you are moving towards the refinery when you hear a voice come over the loudspeakers. Female voice, one you recognize. Warning. Breach. Containment. Breach. Warning. Activating lockdown protocol.
Oh boy. That's great. Yeah.
So, Dr. Salvatore
Yeah.
and Dawson, you guys are moving, you're running, you're chasing Dr. Okoye.
Yeah.
You watch as he runs through, and you are at the corridor from the crew quarters to the section that leads into the refinery itself. You're right there. There are large blast doors that are slowly closing. Do you guys want to try to run and skid underneath the door?
No, I don't. That's bad.
Or do
Yeah,
you want
really-
to be on the other side of crew quarters while Dr. Okoye does whatever he's going to do over there?
I will let him do whatever he's gonna do.
We don't know that there are a bunch of violent criminals running loose.
You have no idea what's happening
Everything's
yet.
fine, as far as we know, except for this one guy. Guess I will have to snatch my armor and run under the door. Stop him from what he's trying to do.
So I'll give you this. I don't
Okay,
think
like-
you're going to be snatching no armor, but if you want to run under the door, you can. You can convince Jack Dawson, who's carrying your armor,
But,
to
like-
run with you.
Or is it like,
It's slow,
okay.
but you're still going to have to succeed on a mobility roll to make it. And if you-
No.
If you panic during the mobility roll, you something bad
I might get
happen to you.
crushed. I have very shitty mobility, so I guess I won't be able to do that.
Well, you can try it. Give me a shot.
No. I have 3 total. Like, I have 1 mobility.
Hey,
And-
you know, it's, you know, gotta try sometimes.
The refinery's bad. Still have to tell the warden what's happening. Chased after this guy, and there's no way to stop him before he goes in there, correct?
Unless you're gonna shoot him with something.
And I don't have a gun.
Dawson does. Dawson's got a shotgun.
I'm not gonna just shoot this man.
He would be at long range. Well, it'd be at long range. So no, the shotgun won't let you shoot past normal. It's ineffective at that spread that far.
I mean,
What's
I'm
the
not a
plan, Dr.
gymnast.
Salvatore?
I want to run in there after him, but
Come on, let's do this.
I will just fail this
Fucking
roll
do it.
and be crushed in half. And
Damn.
No.
it'll be two of us that'll be dead. It'll be fine. All right. So, Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Is Dawson going with you?
Oh, yeah,
Of
two
course.
successes.
I'm going to.
Uh,
Can't leave.
2 successes?
I had one
out of
success.
Okay.
Three.
So with 2 successes, you actually get a stunt on your mobility roll. So, normally you could,
Armor mid-flight.
no, not that. But you can impress somebody if you choose. That's part of it.
Press upon the man running away that he better fucking stop.
Okay. Which is
there any way I
Dr.
can
Salvatore. Well, this is just to get through the door.
Okay.
You go into, you kind of look like you go into Terminator mode, like the full and just cycle in, burst of speed as the door's coming down, slide as Dawson also scrambles and has to duck and kind of does almost like a roll into the refinery itself. As you guys both roll in, the doors get to the point where you're not going to be able to squeeze through anymore. And you're on the inside of the refinery. As you move inside, you hear the sounds of heavy machinery, large machines whirling and grinding and crushing, and all of these echoing noises around you. And what you see as you move inside, and I'll get you a picture of this in a moment, is the processing plant, the refinery. Squat at the edge of a ridge, a blocky prefab swollen with bolted-on machinery and vent stacks that belch steam into the frozen rain above. The walls are streaked with soot and black resin, as though the place itself is bleeding inside. The air is thick and damp, clanging with the rhythm of conveyor belts and the groan of overworked girders. Crates of ore are dumped into crushing hoppers, pulverized in the dust that drips with oily black residue. The runoff gathers in containment tanks along the walls, where the resin seeps and writhes against the glass as though alive. Workers are nearby, kind of at their stations. You can see that from their posture, they're avoiding looking at the tanks directly, muttering to themselves as the lights begin to flicker on and off throughout the station. There are control stations that stand on graded catwalks overhead. Their monitors hazy with static interference. Sparks shower from exposed wiring, and a stench of ozone mixes with the chemical tang of coolant and wet stone. Beneath it all runs a low, almost subsonic hum. Doesn't sound like it's coming from the machines, but maybe from something else. This is where Apex counts its profits, and where everyone else feels the weight of something inhuman being torn from the earth.
Are these workers prisoners, or are these?
They are. They are in fact well, not really gained, like chain. They're not chain gained. These are prisoners from other cell blocks. Dawson has ran into some of these guys before.
Good behavior ones.
They're the good behavior guys that are allowed to do things that aren't just manual labor. This is a little bit of manual labor. Like, there's a lot of machinery stuff that needs to be worked on, and crates that have to be moved from one place to another place to the actual storehouses that are attached to the refinery itself. there's massive storehouses where all supplies are stored, not just the outgoing processed resin. But there's currently like a few of these guys over near one of the large collection tanks that are they were working, but after the loudspeakers opened up, they kind of stopped, looking around, realizing that there's no guards in this section.
Wow.
The prisoners are kind of like,
Is
they look
here.
over and see the two of you, kind of out of breath, looking around. Why don't you guys give me an observation roll?
This isn't where I parked my car.
I have
2 successes.
a single success.
2 successes.
And I do have I don't think it matters, but I'll roll my stress die. I realized I
Yes, you need to roll that. Make sure you don't
Yeah.
freak out.
have 6.
Okay, well, you got an additional success.
Yay.
How'd you do, Dawson, on your stress?
I had no failures on the stress.
Okay. So you both have 2 successes on this roll, which is going to be good. So what you see is past some of the machinery, and you see like these massive crates and things. You know what? Let me just send you guys the pictures real quick, because I made the picture. You might as well look at it, for my own vanity. Oh. Refinery. All right, and I've sent it. Not sure when you'll get it, but it's been sent. So, as you look out across the actual refinery floor, past some of the churning, like molten resin that's being dumped into these like smelting pits before they're gathered in these large tanks, there appears to be a closing door on the far side of the refinery. You see the door closing as if someone just ran through. Now, before you run all the way over there, I have to pull up something else because you entered into the refinery and nothing bad is going to happen whatsoever. All right. There is all the lights flare. Everything goes pitch black.
The flashlight that they did not confiscate.
Sana, you fumble around for the large mag light. You grab it. It illuminates little bits of darkness. You're kind of looking around. You hear screams and kind of like cries towards where the prisoners were that are in the complete darkness now. What's going on?
Why the hell would we know? But yeah,
I don't have a flashlight.
Maybe do not.
Well, is that door still closing in the distance, or is it long since closed?
So that door is closed at this point as you kind of have to stop, and that's when you begin to see flickering light above you on one of the catwalks, as one of those exposed wires is loose now, and it's clipping one of the catwalks. Every time it does, there's a as it's moving back and forth, arcing to the catwalk itself.
Speaking of catwalks. Anyway. Okay, great. Well, there's nothing that I see up there crawling around, correct?
No. But with your observation roll that you guys made, you do see what looks like there is kind of like a breaker box up on the catwalk that if one were mechanically inclined, they could turn it off and maybe restore power.
One of us is.
Comtech?
Are you trying to look for a means of using Comtech to fix this?
Yeah, will the breaker box be a Comtech ability?
So, there are two ways to do this. The first way is for somebody to climb up there. Possibly, we'll see how they do. But climb up there and move towards the breaker box and shut it off. And it is a Comtech roll to shut it off.
This is gonna be like Jurassic Park.
I was just thinking that. Please, Samuel L. Jackson, no. I'm gonna hand the
All right.
flashlight to Jack, I guess. Start putting my armor on.
Hand the flashlight to Jack.
Can I dual wield flashlight and shotgun?
No, you cannot. It's a big mag light. Like it's big. It takes up a whole hand. It's considered 1 point of encumbrance. Like it's heavy.
Damn it. All right. Well, I'll hand Sana her armor in exchange for the flashlight.
All right. You take the flashlight. Are you going to give the shotgun to Sana?
Surrounded by criminals.
Since you're going to need to climb a ladder to get up to the catwalk.
I will use the mag light as a weapon if I need to.
I mean, you can bludgeon someone with it. It's big enough. But you hand the shotgun to Sana. Sana, you hear like voices and people around you feeling around in the dark, being drawn towards the light and the flashlight from Dawson. You move over to the ladder, Dawson. You begin to climb it, one run at a time, slowly. Just the clink of your boots, the dripping sounds of what you hope is water around you from the machinery. And who knows what else might be writhing around here in the darkness.
Yes.
As Dr. Salvatore kind of looks around, and as Dawson moves away from you, you're left in darkness, Salvatore. Just clutching a shotgun to yourself. Are you trying to put all your armor on?
I am attempting to, since it's dark, like I'd like to not just be like, hey, I'm gonna hang out over here and be completely vulnerable. If there's an area where I can move away a little bit, I'm not trying to like get behind something, but I don't want to be in like someone's direct path of like fumbling towards the light.
Okay. I will say, like, it takes time to put your armor on. So whatever you do, you're gonna have to put down the shotgun to do so.
Okay, I'd like to move over to the. Okay, so paint me a picture.
Paint you a picture.
So we've got people over here doing stuff at monitors. We've got
You don't
ladders.
know. That's where they were before the power went out. You're not sure what they're doing anymore.
I'm gonna assume. Okay, so with it heading towards the light, like would they be moving this direction? Would they be moving that direction? Would they be moving up, down to get towards the light?
You have no idea.
Whatever. I'm just gonna put on my armor. Just gonna put on my armor.
You place the shotgun down and just begin to start strapping on pieces of your armor. It's going to take time to do so.
That's fine.
As you're doing that, we've got in shaky hands. Well, not so shaky hands, but you know, it's awkward. The
sweaty.
rungs are slick. Yeah, you're sweating as well. I need you to give me a mobility roll.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Jack Dawson.
Oh, that's one success.
How's the stress doing?
No stress failures.
No stress values. Okay. All right. Oh, your guys' stress goes up by 1 when the power went out. FYI. So,
So
all right. So you get to the top of the ladder, Jack. You're on the catwalk. You have 1 success.
yeah.
Okay, 1 success. You make it to the top. As you get the light up and you scan over, you see that there is one of the molten resin containers at the bottom that if you would have slipped, you possibly would have fell into. Would have been quite lethal and not so good.
A
But
cool origin story for a bad guy.
as you're looking at it, you're like, ah, and you take a step, and as you do, you feel a tingling sensation. I need you to make me a stamina roll as you're approaching the
Is it in
cutoff.
my man parts?
It will be. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, you said stamina? I have
Stamina,
something for
please.
stamina. I have stoic, so I can
Okay,
use
so
my
you
wits.
can use your wits, yeah, instead of strength.
Oh, that is no 6s on the stamina roll.
Okay, roll your stress to see if you can make any successes.
1 success and no failures.
Okay, so with a success, you feel this tingling sensation, and you feel a little jolt. You're like, ah, as the wire clips the catwalk you're standing on for just a second, and then it pushes away. And in that second, you rush over to the shutoff box, moving as quickly as you can. This high stress situation. Your stress is going to go up by 1 more.
Damn it.
And you're going to need to give me a Comtech roll.
All right. The Comtech roll had 1 success.
Okay.
And on the stress, I have no failures or successes.
Okay. With a success, Dawson, you move over and you begin to... Are you using your tools?
Yes.
Okay. You very quickly pull out your PDAT and everything. You begin to hook up things to this box because you have to flip the box open. Looks like some of the circuitry's fried, and you're working on a bypass. And as you see that wire getting close to the catwalk again, at the last moment, it shuts off. Complete darkness. Nothing but the light that you have set on the catwalk next to you, pointed in this direction. And then after a second, the rest of the lights begin to flicker back on sporadically.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh, wipe some sweat away. And you look down, and I feel like that's a good place for us to take our first break.
I had a cigarette right now.